Hello everyone, welcome to Trial of the Controller. If you have been playing Pokemon TCG Pocket, chances are you are playing some solo battles. Now if you look at the solo battles, and then you probably have noticed those goals that are under the flags, and then each of them will give you not a big award, but they if you can see in the shade that they basically give you 5 shop tickets for expert solo battles and less tickets for easier ones. So and then you can use them to buy pack hourglasses, for example. So that's something you might want to do, but I think more interestingly, they provide some challenge, right? It's just fun to try them out, especially for expert solo battle. That if you look at the top 2, the top one is win a deck with Pokemon only fighting type, and in this game, most fighting type Pokemon, I guess half of them are weak to grass. Those are originally ground and rock types are weak to grass. And then the second task, win the battle using a deck where all the Pokemon cards are like 1, 2, 3 diamonds, rarity only. That means that you cannot use any EX Pokemons, and then your opponent obviously has a lot of EX Pokemons. So yeah, I think this will make interesting challenges to beat them. Now you can beat them one by one. That you can have a deck of fighting type, but then have, say, Marowak EX to get the first one, and then the second one you can just use some generic, like you don't need to suffer the type disadvantage for the second one. But it will be fun to do both at once, right? It doesn't necessarily save time, but it makes it more fun. You might have to try more times, even though you do get both of them if you do both of them. So yeah, so what I'm going to do here is to just go through each of the expert solo battles, and then play a deck that, I guess also explain the deck that you might not have the exact same decks as I do here, because everyone has different cards. Also, like, my decks are necessarily the best, especially my fire deck. It's pretty weak. I tried several times, but I guess just I'll explain some of the builds, what are the philosophy, and then just go through the playthroughs. So yeah, okay. The first one, yes, it's a grass, and then they ask us to use a fighting type. So it's nice that you have those rental decks, and then those are pretty well built. I would say that, you know, they give you a fair way through. Like, they are decent decks. The way to get them is to get the cover card. So for example, here is a Bronx deck. If you get the Bronx, and then you complete the mission basically by clicking on the mission, and then you can use the rental deck for solo. I'm not sure if you can use it for online, maybe, but so here's the deck. Yeah, so the main thing about this deck is that what is it called? The evolution of Geodude. What is it called? It's Golem, of course. Yeah, so Golem is super powerful. That it can hit 150, basically one shot everything but Venusaur EX. It does do 50 damage to yourself, but if you can finish off 2 Pokemon before you die, it's totally fine. It does need 4 energy, which is kind of slow, but then the Bronx can attach an energy to either a Golem or an Onyx. So you can accelerate energy by using Bronx. Well, they only have 1 here, but just hope for your best starting hit. Okay, so let's start. We do go second here, and then we have a Geodude to start, and then I think I have the stage 1 evolution. Actually, I have both evolutions. So my plan is just to have Geodude there, keep doing some very small damage, but then kind of accelerate and then just keep attaching energy and hope I get a Golem. Definitely play the Pokeball when you have it, because then you kind of thin your deck. Like in TCG Pocket, you don't lose if you run out of deck. I mean, it rarely happens anyway. But it's good to thin your deck such that next time you don't draw into a basic, or the basic you don't want. So I don't evolve because the stage 1 evolution Graveler, Graveler needs 3 energy to attack, so I don't want to sacrifice my attack. So by attacking now and not evolve, okay, they evolve into Venusaur, which is fine. They don't have enough energy to, because they attach energy to Kangaskhan or whatever is pronounced. So now evolve, attach, attack. So this is me having a very good starting hand, and this is generally what you should do in solo battle. That if you want to clear those goals, you just kind of, if you don't see a good starting hand, just concede, right? It's fine. Like your goal is to get the battle goals done, not kind of suffer through bad hands, and you can do that in versus. Just try to deal with any hand, but here like a good hand is is the one. I mean, there are different kinds, but obviously the one with all the evolution of Geodude is pretty good. So yeah, this battle is straightforward. We're pretty much done here. We just evolve, and then just one shot, and then they don't have anything that can attack, except for this one we're gonna knock out. So there's nothing they can do. There are ways to accelerate grass energy, but that requires have Lilligant attacking. Then you get to attach one more. Oh, they can heal. Okay, yeah. So let's see. It would be nice if we had Sabrina, but we don't. So we just have to keep KOing them one by one. It's just backing up. Okay, I do have a potion. Yeah, Golem can live very long because it has high HP. So even with the self damage, it's still very powerful. Yeah. So Venusaur. I do have to attack 2 times. So I think my Golem might die. No, I don't think it'll die. They don't have enough energy. Yeah. Also, the AI is not the strongest in solo battles. So sometimes you see them doing weird things, and it's great, right? Like just profit on it. So they're probably trying to get an Exeggutor EX down there, so it's not necessarily a bad play for them. So, but yeah, so they can attach Venusaur X speed and then switch out Exeggutor, switch to Exeggutor EX. Okay, they didn't do that, but whatever. And then the Exeggutor can attack and Golem might die, but Golem is also just 1 point, right? So there's no way that they can win. Yeah. So there is one battle goal on not letting your opponent get any point. This is not the main thing about this run through, but sometimes you just get it, like this time, right? If you have a good hand, it's rather straightforward. Better ways to get that goal is to use a strongest deck, and get a good starting hand and just obliterate them, right? That's the best way. But if you can get it here, it's fine. So you see we get both goals at the same time, which is nice. Okay, so now onto the fire. So you're obliged to use grass type here, and then the deck here. Too quick. So the deck here, I mean, I don't have that many good things. I was planning on relying on Venusaur a little bit, just charge it on the back. Pinsir is really good. Turns out Pinsir is the best card here. That it only needs 2 energy to attack, and then it got 50 each coin. So the expected value is 50, but sometimes you get to deal more damage. And then just have the Whimsicott, whatever you pronounce it. It's a 1 energy 40, which is decent. Like especially if you start first, and then you can put down its basic don't attach energy, but next turn you evolve attach energy, and then you get to deal 40, which is pretty good. So for the item, every card to try to make it live longer turns out not very useful. Sabrina, always have it. It's a great card that it's less good than Boss's Order, which is not in TCG Pocket, but you just get to switch out their Pokemon, and then like if they need 1 energy to switch back to the Pokemon they have energy to, then they basically lose the turn to attach energy. So Sabrina, you almost always want it. Okay, so I think we started here. So we started with Pinsir, and I can't pronounce it. but anyway, attach it into Pinsir. Hopefully we can attack next turn. Even if they evolve to Arcanine, they cannot attack. Yeah, because we started second, so we could only we can hash energy. They cannot. Put down Bulbasaur in hope to evolve to Venusaur. I don't know if that will ever happen, but it does mean they cannot attack. So the common strategy for Fire type is having the Moltres EX and to accelerate energy by Infernal Dance. So maximum you can attach 3 energy. The downside is that it is an EX, so you will have to tank damage for the time being. And then if Moltres dies, you're in a very bad position because then you are taking 2 points. Unless you have a Charizard EX fully charged of energy on the back. Even in that case, Charizard can be taken out, or they can just switch out your Charizard. So just but okay, on our side, we'll try to slow down their energy acceleration. So now they have to either switch back Moltres, or we just KO the Charizard. Not Charizard, Charmander. And then we did, so that's good. Yeah, I'm not sure how correct this play is. I mean, we didn't really slow their energy acceleration. Okay, plus 10 attack. Didn't really slow them down, but we did get 1 point, which is good. Okay, yeah. In solo battle, you can also count down their bad throws. I guess if they throw 3 heads, you might as well concede at some time. So yeah, I guess we're trying to prepare for Venusaur a little bit, or prepare another Pinsir. Yeah, Venusaur is too much of a bet. But now we have 2 Pinsir to work with. Great coin tosses. It's great. Yeah. This pocket feels like there are way more coin tosses than in the physical TCG. Switch something out. You wouldn't die here. Probably another Pinsir. Yeah. Because Moltres cannot attack right now. And then we have another Pinsir charge, so he can attack next turn. But yeah, there are so many coin tosses that sometimes it just depends on coin tosses. Sometimes there are still plays to be made, but yeah, if you get 2 tails like this, really not much you can do. Yeah, so keep attacking. I mean, if we take on this Moltres, we win, so might as well. Okay, that's good. Made up for the last horrible coin tosses. Okay, so if they don't switch out Moltres, okay, that make it harder to KO. And they do have a Charizard in the back, and the Charizard is fully charged. Very great. And they just keep using Infernal Dance. Like, there's no reason they should use. Well, I guess if they don't have XP, that makes sense. Yeah, I think the AI still largely makes the right play. Just sometimes it makes really weird plays. Okay, if we get 2 heads, and we didn't, we actually got 2 tails. So Charizard will come up, which is bad, because Charizard can basically one-shot everything that I have, and they just keep dancing. I don't know why they keep. So this is where the play doesn't really, like, why do you need 9 energy on the Charizard EX? You can just like, you can use this 150, 200 attack for what, 4 times in a row without charging energy? Like, why do you need 9 energy? Okay, now just coin tosses. Okay, sad. So if next time they don't switch out, then or they choose to KO my Pinsir, then they lose, right? Because I have a sure way of getting 40 out. They just keep dancing. Yeah, this is a great demonstration of the ability of, they get so many energy. It's 12 energy. Yeah, they sometimes just stuck in this thinking. I don't know the logic. I think this is the program that they are trying to tank the damage, while kind of getting the Charizard ready. And I observed that AI almost only retreat when they have X speed. So it's almost like they are waiting for the X speed to retreat. And if there's no X speed, they just don't retreat. So like here, like they can retreat with 2 energy, but they just don't. Like it's too much of a waste. But anyway, yeah, I clearly would have been in much bigger trouble, but because it's solo battle versus AI, like any human player will obliterate me there. But it's fine. Yay, they didn't even get any points. Yes, they have a 12 energy Charizard EX in the bag. But didn't get. Okay, so here's the fire versus water. In this one, proves the most difficult to me. Partly because I don't have a very strong fire. Like I don't even have 2 Salazar. But I think the most important build of this deck is the Center Scorch. Right. So Center Scorch is generally a powerful card. It does need 4 energy, but it can hit 130, and it only requires you to discard 1 fire energy, so you can just have it there all the time. And it's also a 1-point card, so it's just a very strong, powerful card that only gives 1 point to opponent when KO'd. It obviously does need energy acceleration, so works very well with the Moltres EX. Imagine you have 12 energy on this thing. But we cannot use Moltres EX. So our strategy would be to have something on the front, just tank the damage, be prepared to be taken 2 points. But once we have Center Scorch charged, it's very good because in their deck they don't have any. They only have Articuno EX that's 140, that's above 130. So Center Scorch, 1 hit KOs almost everything. Even for Articuno EX, you can just hit it with 10 damage by anything, and then you can 1-hit KO it. So yeah, the most difficult thing is to draw the Center Scorch. So now in this playthrough, I actually did draw a Sizzly Pit and Center Scorch in the beginning. So this is great, right? I also get to put 1 Sizzly Pit on the back, so I get to keep accumulating energy on it. Yeah. But this is the most difficult for me. I don't have a very good fire deck. And then the water deck is very quick because of Misty energy acceleration. So yeah, we do start second, which is great because we get to have 1 more energy than they do. But the Staryu is gonna evolve into Starmie EX really soon, like right now. And they only need 2 energy to do 90, which one-shots all of my stuff because of the type advantage. So here is how Sabrina works very well, because Sabrina forces them to discard an energy to retreat unless they want to keep whatever Froggy there. But it does slow them down almost by a turn. So that's why Sabrina is great, and you should always have 2 Sabrinas, basically. If you do have, obviously have to draw Sabrina. So if you don't have Sabrinas, I mean, consider pack points, right? It's 70 pack points, it's not that bad. But yeah, it's generally a very useful card. So we just keep accelerating. They didn't even attack last turn, because they want to get Starmie EX in place, and then they're hoping to draw into a X speed. But our Center Scorch is almost ready. Probably should have evolved here. It doesn't really matter. They don't have a thing that can KO my Sizzly Pit on the back. So yeah, they probably would retreat and KO. So they would get a point here. So if you want to get a 0-point battle goal, you have to do other things. But you know, like a lightning deck will be very easy to get 0 point, I think. But anyway, so obviously that, yes, now it's the time of one-shotting everything. literally everything. Except for Articuno, I guess, but whatever. They're not smart enough to bring Articuno up right now. I think. Even if they do, they cannot do enough damage to send it Scorch. It does have 130, which is on the tanky side. So yeah, this playthrough is easy, almost boring, but it does take me a while to get the starting hand. Yeah, if you have 2 Sentence Scorches, like you will have a much easier time. Just have Sentence Scorch on the back. It almost doesn't matter what other basic Pokemon you use. Like you see here, right? Sentence Scorch is the only thing I use for attacking. It doesn't matter. They do have 2 Greninjas on the back, which can be scary long term. Like next turn they can KO my my bench, but it doesn't matter. Sentence Scorch gets 1 down every turn. So, yep, highly recommend Sentence Scorch, whatever the build, and also Sabrina to slow them down. Yep, but this one's the most difficult for me. So yeah, win by turn 12. Yes, okay. So then now it's water versus thunder, lightning. So so one thing about rental decks, there's no grass, fire, nor water rental decks without an EX card, because their covering card is the EX card. It's the 3 starters EX that are the cover cards for those rental. So you have to basically assemble your own deck for that. The water deck is rather strong. But I do have 2 Misty, so I can accelerate energy rather easily. And then about the other cards, I'm trying to rely on Krabby, I guess Kingler, because Kingler has the most power of attack, like 3 energy, and then you get 80 damage. But there's a 1/4 of a chance you get 160 damage, which again, 1 hits everything. And the guarantee 80 is really good. 80 is very high. You also have Gold Dig, which does reasonable damage for 2 energy. So it's like a Sand Slash, but with 10 HP less and water. Yeah. And then the Frostmouth puts them to sleep, so you can kind of delay their progress, although they also give them time to accumulate energy and do other stuff. So it's not that great, but if you don't have any other thing. Yeah, so I do start with the Frostmouth basic. So yeah, I think here I only started in the middle, I think I did Misty on the bench to get those 2 energy, and then I do start first. I think I only get the Misty on the second round, but this is the idea that you just have Krabby on the bench and then use Misty to accelerate energy. Pikachu is scary because it basically does 110 to you every turn. So yeah, our Frostmouth doesn't even go up, but we do have Krabby, and we have its evolution. So yeah, we evolve, then attach energy, and then hope for the die roll. They cannot KO us in 1 hit, which is also good. So we're guaranteed to KO it next turn, no matter like what happens. So, and then we have a Golduck on the back. So after the Kingler is KO'd, oh okay, they're gonna kill our Psyduck, which is fine. That's fine. Oh wait, they didn't attack? They didn't attack? Why did they not attack? I don't understand. Whatever. Like, what's the point of using Sabrina and not attacking? Like, what's your... I guess they're trying to prevent us from switching, but we can switch anyway. We can switch with energy. I guess switching with energy is a concept that doesn't exist for NPC players. Like they just like they assume people would never retreat without the XP. I don't understand, but we do get 2 points almost for free, literally for free actually, because it didn't attack last turn. So now it's rather straightforward that I mean it's gonna die. Okay, anyway, doesn't matter, it's still KO'd. So we do get no point from the opponent. Yep, straightforward. I mean, even if they made the right play, okay, maybe they can KO the Kingsler. They might KO the Kingler, so that actually, I guess I already got that goal, but they didn't get any point. Oh wait, they did get 1 point. Sorry, they get 1 point with the basic of Frostmouth. Sorry. So yeah, if you want to get no point, you have to just try to use a good deck. So here is fighting versus psychic. We'll again use the Bronx deck because I mean this is almost cheating because most of Bronx's Pokemon are actually not weak to psychic. They are weak to grass because Bronx is I guess rock type. Is he a rock type or ground type? I think technically it's a rock type. Right, rock type. So he's a rock type leader. So those are rock types and they are weak to grass. So it's the same deck. Yeah, this one is pretty straightforward because you don't have the type disadvantage. And this deck itself is a good deck anyway. So yeah, put them down. Next turn I can evolve into Graveler. And then Mewtwo EX cannot attack next turn, but we can. So I'm gonna evolve the Diglett and have it attack. We do draw into a Golem, so fine. So Ductrill. So Ductrill is interesting. The 40 is decent, but the Dig lets you negate one. It basically makes you invincible in a turn, unless they do Sabrina. So then. It's pretty good tank, basically. If you want to accumulate energy on your back Pokemon, I think Ductrill is great for that. 40 is a bit low, but the effect is very good. So yeah, so just they can't do anything. Like Ductrill would have been dead at this point against Mewtwo EX, but nope, it didn't. Just keep living. I do evolve into Golem. It doesn't have enough energy to attack, so I didn't kind of to make sure you can attack next turn. I didn't evolve into Golem because you need a 3 energy attack. We do roll into a Tail, so they will one shot Ductrill with the side drive. 150, discard 2 psychic energy, which is fine because they're gonna die next turn. They only have 30 left, but this I put down the Hitmonlee too early because if I put down another one, I can do 30 and I don't have to risk Graveler. So, but it's fine. It's not that big of a difference. Yeah. So yeah, you only have 3 bench. So generally, you can think about what to put on the bench. Like if you don't have to put it, I guess it's hard to tell. But anyway, okay. So they don't have energy. Biggest weakness of the psychic, like if you don't have energy, there's not much you can do. So that's why you need Gardevoir, which accelerates 1 energy per turn. But right now I even have the Bronx, so I have 1 more energy. But yeah, whatever. Yep. Yeah, the Bronx deck is a good deck. Like it's well built and it doesn't have EX Pokemon, but it's fine. I think the only EX in fighting. Oh wait, there's Machamp and also Marowak. Yeah, so to get those. Okay, the last one is Dark against. Oh sorry, wait, it's Lightning. Oh wait, Lightning against Fighting. Yeah. So again, we can use the Lieutenant Surge deck. If you get a Lieutenant Surge, the card, this is the rental deck. The main gist is to use Raichu. It's a 143 energy damage, and then you do have to discard all energy. But because Lieutenant Surge, the card, lets you put all the energy you have onto the active, I think it's Raichu, Electrode, or Electabuzz. So if your active is one of the three, use Lieutenant Surge, then you put all the energy on your field, on all of your Pokemon, onto the active Pokemon. And then the energy acceleration is the Magneton. So each turn, each turn you can get one energy onto it. So then you basically get to attach 2 or even 3 if you have 2 Magneton on the back, energy per turn, and then you use Lieutenant Surge. They do only have one Lieutenant Surge, which is kind of weird for a deck centered on Lieutenant Surge, but they just want to give you a taste, I guess. Yeah, I would totally put two here if it were me. But still, it's a good deck. So we do start first. We have Magnemite, and then so next time we'll evolve into Magneton, and next time we'll also evolve into Electrode. We cannot. I mean, we could attack with 30 next turn, but yeah, we cannot do major damage next turn. But yeah, we're setting up. It's fine. Pikachu is down as well, so if we draw into a Raichu, then we can use the aforementioned strategy. But yeah, so we can even evolve because it's our first turn. So yeah, we don't get to accelerate. We don't get to accelerate energy now. But yeah, the jab, weakness. They're trying to set up their. Is it? Oh, Machamp, right? Evolve, and then accelerate energy for future use. Then we can kill them, and they don't have any energy on the back. Means that they cannot do damage to us next turn. There's no way to accelerate fighting energy onto non-rock type Pokemon. So I guess, what's the point of using a fighting like Machamp? It will be really hard to accelerate energy onto it. But anyway, so they are almost sure you're gonna kill us next turn. If I remember, I'll accelerate energy. Magneton itself also has an 80 attack, which is not bad. But yeah, we do have our second Electrode set up. So next time we got KO, which is fine because our second Electrode will KO them, and then they're done. So yeah, it's just fine. It's a good deck. And they didn't toss into a head. So yes, your 0-point battle goal. This is the thing about Marowak, that it has a chance of doing 0 damage, which is really bad. I think Exeggutor is better in this regard. Oh. Here I'm just trying out send Lieutenant Surge. You don't have to select a Pokemon because it only goes to the active. I didn't need it. It's just a demonstration of what would happen if there's a Raichu there. Or oh, it doesn't work on that bird. Anyway, so yep, that's it. So yeah, this is it. This is how you get the rarity and type goals done in one battle. Not saying the most efficient, but it's pretty fun. So yeah, see you next time then.